All right, so I'm gonna wing it.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Nate Odom. I'm here with Phillip Nunes. We are going to conduct a little interview here. We've got an art hop coming up on January 8th in downtown Hanford from 6 to 8 p.m. We've got 10 shops, all filled with art, music, or both. And I've got Phillip Nunes here. I've got John Gallegos here in a minute. He's going to play some songs for us, and we'll be interviewing him as well. Let's get started.
All right.
How's it going, Phillip?
Hey, it's pretty good, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. What? You're heading somewhere pretty soon, aren't you?
I am actually. So I just finished college at Fresno State, CSU Fresno. So I'm done with university officially. But they always get you going back, you know. So I might go get my my master's later down the road. And
all right, what's your?
I don't know when I'm gonna get it in yet, though.
What's your degree itself?
It's communication.
Okay.
Yeah, which was actually it was a little bit of a mistake. I thought I was going into MCJ, which they refer to as communications with the S.
So like mass media and.
Exactly.
Okay.
And when I got into it, I found out not quick enough. It was probably a year into it. I'm like, where are the cameras? Where are the microphones? And they're like, oh, no, this is actually like the social science part of it.
Nice.
So we just kind of read theories and stuff. And
well,
but
you get like
time,
the public
you know?
speaking and the.
Oh, exactly.
Right?
It was something I needed, and I don't regret doing it at all. But it led me to getting an internship with the Disney College program. So that's where I'm heading in about 10 days. I'll be heading over to Orlando, Florida to work at Disney World. So that's my foot in the door.
All right.
Hopefully.
How did that come about? I mean, you said that the program that you went through at Fresno State kind of led you there, but how'd those connections get made? Did you have to apply?
I did. So it all kind of started back when I had taken a break from college. I did about a 2.5 year break. I had kind of gone around to different states and stuff, done odd jobs. I was a tour guide. I worked at a bar for a while, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do.
Hey, you lived some life.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And so then I decided, something that's always stuck with me was my artwork, and that's something that I think I should pursue. And so I went back to college for art, went to the art program, and I realized that although I'm doing what I love in school, I'm gonna be doing that regardless of whether I'm paying a tuition for it.
Okay.
So you can have a degree in art, but it doesn't mean you're gonna get hired as an artist if you don't have that practice in there. So I figured I'm gonna be practicing this my whole life anyway. Let's get a degree in something else, and then I'll be well equipped to handle even bigger projects. And so I thought, the reason I like my artwork so much is because I like to tell stories. Let's try communication.
All right.
So I went into communication, kind of told you a bit of information on that already, and
accidentally entered the wrong class.
Exactly, yeah.
I can't say I've ever signed up for a class accidentally, but I have wandered into some. So.
Oh, same here, yeah. But that's how you how'd you put it? Live life.
That's right.
Yeah. And so I here I am a year and a half later, graduated, and I'm ready to take on something a little bit bigger, really break into that field of not just artwork, but really storytelling. So I thought about it. What's the best company I could think of in the world to do
Disney.
that with? Disney, yeah.
Right
So
on.
I looked into what internships do they have, what jobs are available, and I found this thing called the DCP, Disney College Program, and it's about a 4 or 5 month internship. And they kind of immerse you in the Disney lifestyle. You get to take courses with them. And while you do that, to pay for all of that, you get to work in their parks. So I decided, what's the best position in the park that will allow me to see the ins and outs, go behind the scenes, really interact, get some interpersonal communication with the park guests. And so I chose custodial maintenance. That's something that I'm actually really looking forward to. It's far from artwork, or so I thought.
Right.
So
yeah, you mentioned that before.
Yeah, I guess there's one cool thing they get to do. We'll see if I get to do it. I hope I do. When you mop at Disney as a custodial maintenance worker, sometimes they'll train you how to draw the different characters with water on the ground. So when people pass by, they get to see a little bit of Disney magic.
Right on. I imagine that's probably not people's first choice for position at the park. I mean, so you're thinking that you'll be able to get in and talk to people a little bit more often.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
You'll kind of be proven that you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I think.
Right. Yeah. I think that I wouldn't want to work with an employer who didn't appreciate somebody starting in that position.
That's fair.
And beyond that, I did my research, and I hear that that's one of the most, not the most sought after position, but the one that people come out of with the most happiness toward the program.
Okay.
People seem to love the position. I think the reason for that is you're not placed in the same spot all day behind a register or buckling people into rides. You get to walk around. You get to kind of have a different day every single day, and that's
fluid.
What I like. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
When do you leave?
I'll be leaving on the 13th of January. So, and then
you're starting off the new year strong.
Who knows,
2019.
Man. Oh, exactly.
All right.
So,
what could this internship potentially lead to?
Well, this bigger idea that I have, as I mentioned, I enjoy artwork because it tells a story. That's why I do artwork. I feel like I'm a storyteller at heart, and to kind of explain it for you a little more in depth, I'm a nature lover too. So my most beloved hobby is hiking. I really love getting out in nature and seeing what God has made. I think the reason people like nature so much isn't necessarily just because there's plants and rocks. I mean, you can put those things on your desk in a cubicle, but it's not satisfying in the way that going on a hike is. And what that brings into your life is you look out at this vista that you come to when you hike. No matter where you hike, there's always a vista or something, and you get to see something that you can't necessarily describe in words. It's not self-evident. It doesn't have an answer to it unless you're there in it. And right. You look at this and you question, who made this? Where did it come from? How is this here? How does it exist? And these are the kind of things I want to cultivate in my artwork. I want to tell that story. I want to bring those questions into people's lives so that they can understand themselves better and their place in this universe better. Because, just like you said, you walk into these classrooms sometimes on accident, in classrooms you never even signed up for. I think that's kind of how you are when you're born. You come into this life and there's no real answer to it. You're not given a paper that says, here, this is what you're supposed to do. This is who you are. You have to figure that out on your own. So if I can bring that to people through artwork or stories or an experience,
if you can elicit that kind of emotion in artwork, I think you're doing all right.
I hope so, man. So the end goal is to open art galleries that really immerse people, not only as an art gallery that is a blank wall or a room or a building with rooms with blank white walls with artwork hung on them, but a place where people can go and find that experience. While you're looking at a picture, you're standing in this forest. While you are looking at a painting or a sculpture, you're standing in the place that has inspired that. So if I can bring that sort of an experience to people within an art gallery, where you feel the weather around you, you hear the noises of whatever that painting's trying to bring to you.
That's interesting.
That's the kind of art gallery that I want to make.
Okay.
So I figured Disney can help me with that.
Yeah. No, for sure. I was reading a book recently called Primal Branding by Patrick Hanlon, and he was talking about mainly about how various brands have revolutionized the industry and things like that. But he was talking specifically about this company. I don't remember the name of them, but they changed how CT scans are done, because there was a real problem in the medical field with kids getting nervous before CT scans, and so parents are canceling appointments at the last minute, the day before, things like that, which is expensive, right?
Yeah.
And then kids are also nervous when they go in, so they're having to be put to sleep to conduct these scans, so that's expensive and dangerous, right?
Yeah.
And so what this company did was they gave these kids a tablet or brought them to a computer, and they let them choose their environment, right? So they could pick space, or they could pick pirates, or whatever.
Yeah.
And they pick their music and all of these things, and then they're given a card that has all of that information loaded onto it, right? And so they enter this room feeling nervous, whatever, and then they slide their card into the slot, and the room transforms around them, and it starts playing the music, and the light projected on the walls is forest or space or pirates or whatever, and just makes it an experience, and they feel safe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something to be said for immersive experience. It goes a long way.
I think that you hit a real, I think you hit the nail on the head, Nate, because if anything you look at that's man-made, that's an artist rendered that. You know, whether it's the chair you're sitting on or the water bottle you're drinking from, somebody created that, and there's a reason behind it. And that's kind of the way that we live our lives. That's a big part of the importance of art is, you know, it allows you to build your own world instead of just take what you've been given.
There's some pretty cool worlds being created out there too. I mean,
art
is. I've got some favorites.
Yeah, I think earlier we were discussing here at DJ's shop, DJ's Collectible shop in Hanford, California. There's an art group that gets together on Fridays that I'm a part of from 2 to 6, most every Friday. And since I've become a part of this group, I've met some people who have opened worlds up to me that I didn't know existed. You know, just a few artists to mention, Edward Luena and Michael Ramirez. These are some of the guys who I've been drawing with the longest here at DJ's. And that's just to mention a few. Everyone that I draw with, they've helped me grow as an artist, and not only in the techniques that I use, but really in the way that I think about my artwork. Artwork doesn't start here with your hands. It starts I think it starts in your heart first, and then you have to think about, okay, how am I going to translate this with my hands? Yeah. And that is the hardest thing about artwork.
All right.
It's the hardest thing about my job.
You guys meet every Friday?
Every Friday, yeah.
No kidding. How long has that been going on?
That's been going on since 2016, February, right. I believe, and that was like one of the first times that this shop opened in this location.
Yeah.
They used to be
I remember they used to be over on Dowdy. I loved that place as a kid.
Yeah, same here, man. And
that's where I'd go to get my Pokemon cards.
Exactly.
Hope for my holographic Charizard. I hoped so hard.
Oh man,
I never got it.
Those I remember on the playground. Those were worth the most. Slices of pizza, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
I would not. I would have given pizza for holographic Charizard, but I wouldn't have.
No, you wouldn't have traded.
I remember the kid that got the girl that I liked. He also got the Japanese holographic Charizard. Oh yeah.
Girls come and go, but Pokemon cards are forever. So yeah, I think that their location here has done a lot of good. They just have so much stuff, and now their shop's filling up again.
They do, and they're always doing great things, and they're letting us hang out here, and I'll be broadcasting a live stream out of here every week, starting in like early February. It's looking like.
I think
they're cool folks. We're lucky to have them.
Yeah, we are really lucky to have them, and a lot of the other small town shops here in Hanford. But I spend the most time here in DJ's out of all of those shops, and I still want to say that they're one of the best. I mean, I've seen the owners do so many amazing things for the community. Not only the community as a whole, but even for instance, I've seen before a kid come in for the first time and go to buy his first comic book, and the owner will say this one's on the house. And I remember the first time I saw him do that. It was just like, wow, this is what people should do for their communities,
yeah.
And it's good for business too. It keeps people coming back. So just little things here and there like that. I don't know how often he does it, but that made an impression on me. That made me want to come back. So, yeah.
And I mean, they've been great sports about Art Hop since it got going. I mean, we've had some ups and downs, be it the weather or whatever, when turnout was low, and they keep pushing. They stick around. It's good.
Yeah, it is. I think Art Hop is it's a really great thing for this community. You look at some certain surrounding communities, and one of the major differences in, I think, just the activity in the town, it all surrounds art. There's art fairs. There are music venues or big music events that are happening, and the more you see that here in Hanford, the more people come out. And the more money is spent and the more time is spent caring about the town. And that's what keeps it going,
Right on.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Nate. I appreciate it.
Good luck in Florida.
Oh, I'll need it. I've never been around gators before, so we're gator fans.
Gators,
really.
pythons. I don't know what else, but I feel like around any
everything.
corner there can be something that'll kill you. And you also have to watch out for Florida Man. He's in the news all the time.
I'm gonna be a Florida man.
Are you?
I'm gonna be a
not.
Florida man. No, I'll stay away from that. All right,
it's not always
you,
the
Nate.
best news.
No.
There's a whole subreddit dedicated to Florida Man. I don't know if you
I've heard
subscribe
of
to
it.
it.
I don't know. All right.
And we're back at DJ's Collectibles in downtown Hanford, California. To remind you, we've got an art hop coming up January 8th from 6 to 8 p.m. in downtown Hanford with 10 shops all filled with art, music, or both. And our musician here at DJ's Collectibles on Tuesday is Jonathan Gallegos.
Hi.
Hey, Jonathan. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Good. Happy New Year.
So, what kind of music do you play, and how long have you been playing it?
Well, I usually focus on alternative rock, sort of stuff from the 90s and even stuff from now that's sort of newer, like I don't play K-Flay, but she's pretty good. If you've ever heard of her.
I have not.
She's pretty good. She mixes sort of rap and rock and sort of a little bit of electric.
All
And
right.
it sounds really good. And I even do stuff from like the 30s and 40s, like Robert Johnson and Dean Martin.
Nice.
I love them.
I
So
haven't heard you do any Rat Pack songs. I need
Yeah.
to hang out the entire time one of these days. I'm always bouncing around. I need to. One of these days I'll just get to chill a little bit and hear a full set.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I've been playing for, I think about 6 years now. I started
Alright.
when I was in 8th grade, like the beginning or middle of 8th grade.
All right. How old are you now?
I'm 19.
All right.
I turned 20 in a couple days.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Right on. When's your birthday?
on the 9th.
9th? All
Yeah.
right. 16th.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good month. Although like Christmas, birthday,
Yeah.
always, huh? It's so close, but it is what it is. It's cool.
Yeah.
And it's at the start of the year, so birthday feels like
Yeah, you're starting it
it's a
off
good,
right.
It's a good time for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What instruments do you play? Just guitar?
No, I play a little bit of everything. I play guitar. That's my main instrument. That's what I started off with.
Okay.
And I just recently learned clarinet.
No
And-
kidding?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
my mom used to play clarinet when she was in high school, and so
Alright.
I wanted to pick it up just to kind of mess around with it.
I love clarinet. It's got that bluesy, raspy.
Yeah, that-
which is perfect for your sound. I mean,
Yeah.
it goes hand in hand.
That's
so
another reason.
Are you gonna incorporate like a looping pedal kind of thing? What you got going on there?
Yeah, that I was thinking about that, sort of getting a stand to hold the clarinet on just to the side,
All right.
loop something, and then pick it up to start playing.
Nice.
Yeah, clarinet, harmonica, a little bit of banjo. I know how
Alright.
to play, but I don't know any songs. Trumpet, piano.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you already rock the set by yourself. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like when you just really start nailing it with all these instruments and layering tracks and everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna be killing it, man.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna be selling out shows all over the place. I look forward to that.
I hope so.
Shit. See, here now with the questions. Winging it. I'm not. It'll get better with time.
Yeah.
But you just you went to the Fresno Fair and did something there not too long ago, right?
Yeah. Joey, he actually has a radio show.
Eggs, Bacon, and Joey,
Eggs, Bacon, and
92.5.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've known him for a while. I went to his last talent show back in 2015, I think.
Okay.
And then I met him again when I was on his radio show, and he invited me to go to the latest one that was at the Big Fresno Fair. It was the Next Big Thing talent show, and there was a lot of people there. I couldn't believe how many people were there. It was so awesome, and we went in for a competition for 3 days, I think it was.
Okay.
The first day was no eliminations. Everybody just played, showed off what they got.
Right on.
The second day, that was elimination day, and some people got eliminated, some stayed. I thankfully got to stay. And the last day was the final round, and they separated us all from kids, general talent, and Spanish, because they were also having a Spanish competition there.
Right on.
And there was a little boy there who he played the first day he played his accordion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Love
and
accordions.
He was good. And,
I make horrific noise with them, but they're fun. Anytime I see them in a music store, I got to pick it up and play it. And
they're
much to
fun.
the people aren't too happy about it, but it's fun.
Yeah, it was really nice. Joey was a great host as always, and I made it into the final round and got first place, and it was really nice.
All right. Was that the most people you've played in front of?
Oh, definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
What was that like? Was that everything that you'd kind of expected it would be?
Yeah. At the very beginning, before I performed the first time, I was a little bit nervous because I had never played in front of that many people before. I've played in an auditorium for my jazz band class when I was in high school.
Okay.
But it was about 3 times the people. And I was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And I just went up there, and it got easier as the song went on.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the videos of it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, no, you nailed it.
Thanks.
Per usual. Right on. Do you have any other shows coming up aside from the Art Hop? Where else are you playing in town? Because I feel like our businesses and other folks should be thrilled to have you. I mean, you kill it.
Yeah, I don't have any shows planned, but I am going to open mics, and they're always happening every month.
Okay, so we got first and third Wednesday.
He changed it to
Thursday.
now.
It's the Thursday. Okay,
Yep.
So first and third Thursday at 111 Coffee,
Yep.
right? And that's CJ Liscombe's Headliners Open Mic.
That's
all
correct.
right. And Ryan Evans, when is his the Music Lovers?
I think it's the second Saturday now.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's having it at the Old Firehouse. Yeah.
I forget the name of the
Yeah,
restaurant over there, but
so
the
do
Old
I.
Firehouse, and he just celebrated. Was it 2 years? Celebrated.
I think it was 2 years,
Yeah,
or
I
maybe
think
3.
I think it was 2. He celebrated some anniversary.
Yep.
No, it was 3. It was 3,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, he celebrated his 3-year anniversary just about a month ago, something like that. And that was a stellar crowd. That was great.
Yeah, it was a great crowd. A lot of people. There was a lot of performances too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think my friends and I took off around like 10 something, but it looked like they were still going for a while. I was watching them live.
Yeah, I think they went up until 12.
Nice.
12 at night.
All right. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Let's hear a song or two.
All right.
And I think I will. All right, go for it.
Awesome.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hard ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in the case? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fear. Wish you were here.
Thank you.
Right on, man. Right on. Well, this battery died. All right, go for it if you like.
All right, this one's an original. It's titled "Don't Speak My Name." Yes. It's on my only album I have released. You can find it on Spotify, Pandora, all that other stuff, and also have some CDs with some personal covers that I made. I took the picture, edited it, and everything, and they're only $5 each. You can find.
And he'll
me.
have them at the Art Hop.
I will. This is "Don't Speak My Name."
Skin is left so warm. Get my name out your throat. This act is growing old. In your eyes, in your eyes. Let me be. Don't speak my name. Don't speak my name. Keep it out of your head this time. Don't speak my name, don't speak my name. Keep it out of your head, out of your head, out of your head. Lies cascade on your lips. I can't take any more of this. speak my name, don't speak my name. Keep it out of your head this time. Don't speak my name, don't speak my name. Keep it out of your head this time. Don't speak my name, don't think my name. Keep it out of your head, out of your head, out of your head.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right on. All right. That's a wrap.
Yeah.